What's all the fuss about knowing your major scales? They're boring to practice, it's mundane. How are they really making me a better player? I'm going to give you 3 reasons why it is important to know your major scales. And then once I've convinced you, we're going to go ahead and learn one of them. The first reason to practice your major scales is it improves your overall technique on the guitar. So what are we really doing when we play through these things? We're syncing up both of our hands together, right? Our picking hand has to hit the right strings, and our fretting hand, we got to make sure our fingers are on the right frets for it to sound good. So it improves your overall coordination on the guitar. Not only that, but it also improves your dexterity on the guitar. You develop finger independence in your fretting hand. You're also developing strength in those fingers and flexibility as well. I just posted a video a few weeks ago, which you should check it out, by the way, of the song Every Breath You Take by the Police. You gotta have some flexibility to play that part. Number 2, it improves your ear. All of Western music is based off the major scale. By Western music, I mean music that originated in Europe and made its way over into North America. So yes, I'm talking about classical music, romantic, baroque, all of that stuff made its way into North America and influenced the music that you and I listen today. Rock, pop, country, R&B, jazz, the blues, all that. So from Bach and Mozart to Led Zeppelin and John Mayer, all of that is based off the major scale. To give you an example of other cultures, how does this make you feel? You might be climbing a pyramid somewhere or having a taco in some South American country. That scale is a Phrygian scale, and a lot of Middle Eastern music and Latin music utilize that and other scales similar to that for their regular popular music that they are listening to every day. So you get my point. The major scale is what you and I listen to every day. It's good to reinforce your ear to what that sounds like. So it improves your technique, it improves your ear, and thirdly, it improves your ability to learn songs. It gives you an understanding of how songs are written and composed, so it makes transcribing licks and solos and chord progressions a little bit easier for you. And not only that, but it gives you the foundation to writing and creating songs of your own. We could sit here and learn every Stevie Ray Vaughan solo, top to bottom, and be able to play that back for people. But basically, we're just another carbon copy of somebody that's already done it, right? It's another thing to take, to be influenced by our favorite guitarists, to take a little bit of what they do, put it into our own playing so that we have our own voice on the guitar. I'd also just like to point out that while today we're just talking about major scales, there's a lot of other scales out there that are important to learn as well. For instance, the minor pentatonic scale. You hear those notes all over blues music, but even those notes derive ultimately from the major scale. So, the major scale is a great place to start. So let's learn one, for crying out loud. How about a standard open position C major scale? And by open position, I simply mean that this scale is going to involve some open strings. So we're going to start with our 3rd finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, right there. That is a C note. We're playing a C major scale. Let's start on a root note. So there's our first note. Next, we got an open 4th string. That's D. Next is E, 4th string 2nd fret. Next is F, 4th string 3rd fret. Next, we got G. It's open, 3rd string open. Then we got A on the 3rd string 2nd fret. Next, we got an open B string. Then we got a C note on the 2nd string 1st fret. There's our first octave, right? We've played C to C. But this position, there's a few more notes that we got to go. So next we're going to grab a D note with our 3rd finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. Then we got open E. F is on the 1st fret of the 1st string. And then finally, we got G on the 1st string 3rd fret. Let's see if we can work backwards now. So we got G, F, E, D, C, open B, A, open G, F, E, open D, We're back to our starting position at C. We can keep going in this position on down to B, which is the 5th string 2nd fret. We've got an open A, G, 6th string 3rd fret, F, 6th string 1st fret, and even an open E to finish it all off. So we started here on this C note, walked it all the way up to the highest note possible in this position. Then we walked it all the way down past our original note, right? Our original starting position to the lowest note possible, which would be open E. Can't get any lower than that unless you knock the tuning down. Then we're gonna bring it, just to square it off nicely, let's bring it right back up to our starting position. So we got F, G, A, B, then we're back to it. So there's your C major scale. In open position, keep in mind that there's a lot of different patterns that involve these exact same notes up the neck. For instance, here's another one. But that's a lesson for another time. This one in open position will at least get you started. Recap, it's important to know your major scales because of 3 primary reasons. 1, it improves your technique on the guitar. 2, improves your ear. And thirdly, it improves your ability to learn songs. Get to it.